Is your income and expenses under 10 lakh rupees and you are looking to create your credit cards wallet? Then today's video is for you. Folks, welcome to the channel. My name is Niraj and I talk about personal finance and credit cards on this channel. I'm also a partner at Holistic Prime Wealth, wherein we help people like you to invest based on your financial goals, to plan your insurances, to manage your risk, to plan your credit card spends, to plan your taxes, to file your taxes, to plan your estate and a lot more. So reach out to me if you're interested. Okay, let's start with today's video. Let us set some ground rules, guys. The ground rules are basically simple. Your income and your expenses both should be under 10 lakh rupees and you are somebody who is looking to create a new wallet. And again, I am not going to talk about eligibility and all that because I have only picked cards which a normal person who is salaried earning minimum 25,000 rupees per month can apply for. In case there is an exception, I will point that out in the video. Another thing to note is that, since the expenses are under 10 lakhs, we cannot really focus on rewards that can give you, luxury holidays simply because, you need to spend a lot more to fund an entire holiday with credit card points. So here we are going to focus on cards that maximize your cashbacks, right? The rewards will be immediately earned by you. So with that in mind, let us start. I'm going to talk about card in each different category. We'll talk about a card for UPI spends. We'll talk about a card for book my show tickets. We'll talk about a card for utilities. We'll talk about a card for your grocery spends. We'll talk about a card for travel also in the end. We have a card for fuel spends and a lot more. Okay, guys, you don't have to apply for all these cards, right? I'm just giving you a framework to think about. Some cards can be used for multiple purposes also. So be mindful about those things as well. You may be able to use the same card for UPI spend and probably for utility bill payments. We don't know, right? So there is basically no thumb rule here that you have to apply for all the cards. You start with what you like the best, right? This is going to give you a framework to understand and move better. So let's start with the first card. The first card is in the UPI category. I have picked a beautiful card called the UPI Credit card. This card gives you fantastic base reward rate of 1.5% on UPI spends. You have to note that this card is lifetime free. The maximum points that you can earn is up to 1% of credit limit in a month. So if your credit limit is 10 lakh rupees, you can earn a maximum cashback of 10,000 rupees in a month. There is something called Neon membership on this card which costs 999 rupees. If you can get that membership, then your base reward rate on UPI spend is going to go up to 2% for every 100 rupees spent. And not only that, you can start earning accelerated rewards also. So if you can spend 50,000 rupees in a year, this will go to 3% and 1 lounge access. If you spend 1 lakh in a year, this goes to 4% and 1 lounge access. And then if you can spend 1.5 lakh rupees in a year, then you get a total of 5% cashback and 1 lounge access. So it's an incredibly great card to get for UPI spend, especially if you're starting out and looking to spend on UPI, only on UPI, you should definitely look at this. We did a Kiwi video in the past, right? And that got a lot of love from you guys. More than 70,000-80,000 people actually saw that video. So you can also look at that video. There is a small change in the revaluation in the card. Earlier, you would get Kiwi for every 50 rupees spent. Now you're going to get 6 Kiwis for every 100 rupees spent. And if you have the Neon membership, you get 8 Kiwis for every 100 rupees spent. So be mindful of that. If you spend 199 also, you will get only 8 Kiwis. But if you spend 200, you will get 16 Kiwis. Okay, now next category. So now a card for movies plus lounge access. This is also a free credit card loved by a lot of you guys. And probably if you were to ask me one of my favorite free credit cards out there, this is the IndusInd Tiger credit card. This card gives you 8 domestic lounge accesses per year and also 2 international lounge accesses per year, completely free of cost. And then you get 500 rupees worth of free book my show ticket every 6 months on the card. So that is twice a year you can get up to 1,000 rupees worth of free book my show tickets. This is a very, very good card to keep. And also if you don't want a separate forex credit card, then you can also look at this card because the forex markup rate this card is only 1.5% and one of the cards which has not been devalued so far. So, get it and start using it probably. Let's move on to the next category, which is the shopping category. Okay. So shopping and you can also consider your grocery spends. Okay. So now we talk about 2 to 3 cards here. The first card in the shopping category is the SBI Cashback Credit Card. This card costs 999 rupees plus GST per year. But if you can spend 2 lakh rupees in a year, this fee is waived off. Then you will get 5% cashback every month on all online spend. Certain categories are excluded. I am sharing those exclusions on the screen here. Largely, these exclusions apply across all cards that we are discussing today. If you spend on Amazon, if you spend on Flipkart, Swiggy, etc., right, you will get 5% cashback on this card. What about a card that gives you a higher reward rate, right? Say you only spend on Swiggy, then you can consider the HDFC Swiggy credit card as well. Because the HDFC Swiggy credit card gives you 10% cashback on spends on Swiggy. And if you're somebody who is spending only on Tata brands, say you can somebody spending only on Big Basket, then you can look at the HDFC Tata New credit card, right? Here the eligibility is a bit higher that we will show you on the screen. So be mindful of these things. But if I were to pick only one card among all these three, probably I would apply for the SBI cashback card to begin with, and then see what else do I need in my wallet. Now, among the fuel credit cards, guys, the BPCL credit card, there is HPCL credit card, there is also an IOCL credit card. Let us talk about all the three quickly, and you can get any one of them based on the preferred pump. I personally have the SBI BPCL credit card here in my wallet. So BPCL Octane credit card, this is the card that I have. So this card gives me almost 6.5% back on the fuel purchases every month. And recently I also redeemed my points for free fuel, and that was a fun exercise to do. You just have to tell the guy at the pump to redeem your points, and they know the process to do it. Okay, so what are these three cards? Let us talk about them quickly. The SBI BPCL Octane credit card costs 1500 rupees plus GST, and you will get your 1500 rupees back on first minimum swipe of 1500 rupees. The reward rate on this card is 6.25%. Then for HPCL, you can look at the IDFC HPCL credit card. Again, individual video has been done on the HPCL credit card. You can look at that video as well. The IDFC card costs 499 rupees plus GST, and you will get 500 rupees cashback on your first HPCL fuel transaction. The reward rate here is 5%, wherein you will get 30 points spent for every 150 rupees spent on fuel. And then for Indian oil pumps, you can look at the RBL Extra, Indian Oil Extra credit card, which costs 1500 rupees plus GST, and you will get 3000 fuel points as a welcome benefit, which is almost worth 1500 rupees. The reward rate on this card is the highest, which is at 7.5%. And you will also get a milestone benefit. Spend 75,000 rupees per quarter, you will get 1000 fuel points extra. So one fuel point is worth 0.5 rupees. So you can look at this card if you want the maximum reward points as well. On utilities, we have a new card that we have not discussed. You can look at the Axis Airtel credit card. This is probably a favorite of a lot of people in our community. A lot of people have mentioned this card. This card costs 500 rupees plus GST, and you will get 500 rupees Amazon gift voucher on using the card in the first 30 days. As you can see on the screen, this card gives you decent cashback, though there are caps. If you use the card for Airtel payments, right, for mobile, DTH and broadband, you will get 25% cashback up to 250 rupees per statement cycle. If you make utility bill payments via the Airtel Thanks app, you will get again 10% cashback up to 250 rupees. And if you spend on preferred merchants like Swiggy, Zomato, Big Basket, you will get a 10% cashback up to 5,000 rupees. So, this card can also be used for grocery purchases as well. Lastly, let us come to the travel cards, guys. So if you're somebody who does not spend on these categories, lives with their parents takes care of all the expenses, you're earning and spending only on yourself, and want to focus on travel-based cards, I would have recommended American Express Platinum Travel Card, but now that is not in issuance, let us talk about two other cards. You can look at the HSBC Travel One card, which has a very low income requirement and eligibility requirement. In fact, I've also gotten one for my wife because we have met the milestones on a lot of other cards because of just buying the car using the cards, right? So in case you want to go for a travel-based card, look at the HSBC Travel One card, or also look at the Axis Atlas credit card if you want card with a higher reward rate compared to the HSBC Travel One, but Axis Atlas has a higher eligibility requirement of minimum 1 lakh rupees in hand salary per month. I have done videos on all these, so we will share the links here. You can look at those videos as well in case you want a detailed feedback on those videos. Alright folks, the links for application of all the cards is in the description box below. As usual, you can go and apply for whatever cards you need. Apart from that, let us also talk about the newsletter. A lot of folks are liking the newsletter, guys. It's a monthly update newsletter that I send to people who have subscribed, basically to give you an idea as to what's happening in the cards and rewards world, and what are the ideas, tips and strategies that you can use personally. So if you want to sign up, you can sign up using the links in the description box below. Alright, thank you for watching and continue to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.